received my full license, I was asked three questions. Would you like to keep the picture from your permit? Would you like to make a contribution towards organ donation? And would you like to be an organ donor? I answered no, yes, and of course. In my mind, I was thinking, why wouldn't I be an organ donor? I thought everyone would be. It came to my attention later that many people are not organ donors and never fully understood why they should be. I believe that everyone should be an organ donor. So why donate your organs? I think it's easiest to stick to the facts. Per Donate Life America, 115,000 men, women, and children await life-saving organ transplants, and this is in the United States alone. You can save up to 8 lives through organ donation, and if your organs are in a healthy state when you die, your organs can be distributed to multiple families or multiple people and save up to 8 lives. That's 8 living people, 8 sets of friends, and 8 families. Tissue donating, such as corneas, blood stem cells, bone marrow, and even your face and hands, can either restore the sight of 2 people or heal up to 75 people. There is no financial cost for your family. The actual organ donation process is paid for by the insurance of the organ recipient. According to the U.S. National Library of Medicine, many grants are also available to help the recipient with any extra bills that insurance will not cover. So, what can be donated? Organs that can be donated are the heart, liver, kidneys, lungs, pancreas, and small intestines. There can also be tissues donated, including corneas, skin, bone marrow, face, hands, blood, platelets, and etc. So, who can donate? Anyone over the age of 18 can donate, and anyone under 18 would need parental consent. When updating your driver's license at 18, there is the option of becoming an organ donor and having a small symbol printed to signify that you are a donor. When agreeing to organ donation, it is understood that donation happens after death. Living donation has a very different process and commitment behind it. Deceased donation occurs after someone loses brain activity from an accident, stroke, or etc. If the bodily organs and tissues remain healthy, but the brain can no longer function, a doctor will deem a body eligible for organ donation. Doctors would assess your medical state and deem which organs are viable for transplant. Your blood type must be a match for the recipient for the transplant to work. Blood will be cross-matched in type to the recipient. Only rapidly spreading diseases, cancer, or organ damage would result in unusable organs. Any previous health conditions should not keep you from being a donor. If someone has chosen to abstain from organ donation while alive, the next of kin or power of attorney can choose to donate that person's organs. They can also choose to donate tissues if they desire. Tissues can be chosen piece by piece. Some want to donate corneas and not the skin. The decision is completely acceptable and will never be challenged by a medical professional. In order to better understand what happens during the selfless act of organ donation, the United Network for Organ Sharing, or UNOS, has provided a list of events on their website. So initially, brain death will be determined before someone is considered a donor. The patient must have active organs with no brain activity. This is typically a result from stroke, heart attack, or a severe head injury. Next, the patient's tissues and organs will be evaluated by a medical professional to determine viability and to begin blood testing. After a patient is considered a healthy donor, the hospital will then talk to the family about donation. This is a very easy process for those that choose to be a donor before death, and for those that do not choose before, that burden is then placed on the family. This is just another reason to consider being a donor. After authorization, UNOS will take over and begin matching the donor to the recipient with a matching blood type and who is ranked the highest. When a match is made, organ recovery will be scheduled immediately, and organs and tissues will carefully be removed and prepared for transport over 50 locations. The family will receive a follow-up letter from the hospital a few weeks out of the surgery of a list of people whose lives were saved through the donations. Your body has the ability to make an impact on people you have never even met. Children and adults alike are fighting for their lives every day, but organ donation can change that. If you know you could save 8 people by just putting a label on your driver's license, wouldn't you do it?